Yeah, that's right. That's right. We show up unexpected sometimes.
Boom.
We show up unexpected sometimes.
With people that retired like 2 days ago.
I thought so.
Okay,
ridiculous.
But here we are.
Ridiculous.
My post-send end of the year is today, December 31st.
I don't even know what day it is, to be honest with you. What's
It
today?
is
The 28th?
28th. It is World's End Day.
It is World's End. It is World's End Day.
Be honest, you are not going to be able to stay away. You're going to be like,
yes, I will.
Brett Favre.
No, trust me.
Is there an over-under for how long it's going to take me to come back?
Not for me. I think you'll be mighty fine.
You'll think I'll be mighty fine? Pluggo, do you have an over-under of how long?
No, because I don't have inside scoops because you guys definitely talk without me.
I don't have inside scoops either. I just have what I can garner. And what I can garner is that Kimmy will have reasons not to come back. That's what I can garner. So
I'm not Scoops McGee. I don't have any inside scoops.
Exactly. Maybe I've been Scoops McGee this whole time. Nobody even knows.
Maybe.
You have not. Again, you can't. Okay, so when my article comes out, like on Monday, you're going to see why you can't be Scoops McGee #1 because I'm unveiling who Scoops McGee #1 is.
Got it.
It's not me.
Got it. Ryan Sullivan in the chat. Chris Parrish in the chat. Welcome.
Hello, gentlemen.
Ryan, this is a preview show for World's End. It's starting in just about 90 minutes, 0 hour. We'll be starting. We are less than 3 hours away from the main card of the show, and we wanted to do something here because, we said let's do a prediction show. Kimmy said she was down on Thursday when she visited us on Beards.
Visited, that's a word.
Yeah.
Crashed,
yeah, kind of. I was trying to be polite about it. But, so we said, you know what? Let's talk some AEW. Let's talk some World's End. We're not going to dive too far in to the pre-show or anything like that. Oh, yep.
Hopefully we get this at World's End again.
I don't know. He stepped on the mask. He stepped on.
Right, guys? Right, guys? The Devil storyline, the best thing AEW ever did? No, I'm just kidding.
Well, we'll talk. Okay, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Lady and gentlemen. Gentleman is a strong word.
Excuse me.
Boris says lady and gentleman, ... Gentleman is a strong word.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So feel free to pick along with us and tell us.
Pick along with us. Tell us what you think's going to happen in the chat.
Roast Kimmy. That's fine too.
If you want your comment or question or prediction shown on the screen, a guaranteed shown on the screen, you can send us a super chat. It helps the crew here at Love Wrestling and all that stuff continue to bring you the great content that we do on a daily/weekly basis. There we go. All right.
Boris, your invite is never lost in the mail.
Never lost. This is very spur of the moment, friend. So do not take anything. Do not take anything. We literally got together at 10:30 this morning or 11 this morning because we were going to do it then, and all hell broke loose from a scheduling standpoint. So we were like, "We'll figure it out." So very
and we figured it out.
Very spur of the moment. Very spur of the moment. All right. So we had 3 matches. We're just going to talk about it as a whole. We don't have to dive into the 0 hour that much, but we had 3 matches announced for the 0 hour. And we
a debut.
Well,
I just love that. I just love that JPJ tries to do nice things, and people are like, "Where the hell's my invite? What the?"
I try to bring more content, and people are angry. It's unbelievable, really disrespectful, to be honest.
Kind of.
No, but the 3 matches that were announced were we have an 8-man tag. It is the Outrunners and Top Flight going against Leo Rush, Action Andretti, and the Murder Machines. I just found out they were called the Murder Machines. I
They
love
were
it.
called that on Ring of Honor.
Were
That is
they?
where
Is
the
that-
name. Yes.
Okay. I love that
The
name.
Ring
That's a
of
great name.
Remember, by the way, friends, we dubbed a brand new drinking game on Thursday night that every time Kimmy drops a name, you must take a
Did
drink.
I drop a name? I
No,
dropped a
she's been
company.
good.
No, I'm just mentioning it for the rest of the show.
Yes.
Jesus, Kimmy.
We also have Jeff Jarrett going one-on-one with QT Marshall because somebody somewhere apparently asked for that. So that's happening. No disrespect to either of those gents, but who gives a crap about that? Come on. And then we have a debut.
Technically, before we get to who's debuted, it's technically Layla Gray's debut. That's getting lost in the story. This is Layla's first
Technically-
pay-per-view match.
All right, so technically we have 2 debuts in this match. This is a match of debuts because it will be Layla Gray going one-on-one with that upstart Tony Storm, Rookie of the Year, already won the Beardy for 2024 Women's Wrestler of the Year.
Yes.
She's been around for 3 weeks. It's incredible. It's incredible.
Before we get into the main card, can I just say, I guess you could take a drink because I have known Layla Gray from literally day one. Went to the Rocky Steps with her like a couple years ago when nobody knew she was just an extra on AEW Dark. And to see all the work that she's put in, she's a part of the New Japan LA Dojo now. She was a multiple-time OVW Women's Champion. I am just so proud of her that she's finally, getting her moment on a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Even if it's a 0 hour, she got to wrestle on the last Rampage last night against Thunder Rosa. I'm just really proud. I'm just so happy for her.
It's awesome. And Layla Gray is very good. She's very good. And her and Tony, they're going to have a good one. That's going to be a good one.
And a match of debuts.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Shout out to all the wrestling nerds that were like, "Oh my god, I can't believe what they're doing with Toni Storm on her debut." Obviously, this is working.
It makes sense.
You're a rookie. You got it. You can't just be on the main card. You got to be on 0 hour.
You got to earn your stripes.
Yeah, listen, it makes sense. Everybody was complaining. Why is the debut on? What's going on, Fernando? Thanks for hopping in the chat.
Fernando, Doc's in the house. Sunday Sinner's
we got Doc. We got
house.
Sunday Sinner. King of the North is here. We got a good crew here. Doc is saying that everyone should bully Kimmy until she watches Lord of the Rings. Have you not watched Lord of the Rings?
I haven't either, Kimmy. It's okay.
Pluggo, I assumed you didn't. It's more of a crime for Pluggo not to have because he's
awesome,
close to my age. You're young, so I could understand.
There's too many.
Maybe.
There's
only 3. There's only 3.
But there are like 3 again. This is my problem with Wicked. It's 3 hours long. Why does a movie need to be 3 hours long?
Because back in the day, before everyone's brains were ruined with phones, you could actually watch something for 3 hours without losing your mind. It's a possible thing. You could sit there and pay attention for 3 hours straight.
I did pay attention to Wicked for 3 hours straight. My problem is there were parts that dragged, and it didn't need to drag. And this is only part 1. You mean to tell me I got to go back to the movie theaters at this point next year to sit through a part 2, which is also going to be 2 hours and 40 minutes? Or have you lost your damn mind, movie industry?
No, because they made $1 billion with that movie. So, and it's going to win all the awards, Song of the Year, whatever of the year. It's going to win all those things.
Ariana Grande.
Yeah, great. All right. So that's why they're going to make it, because they know when they make a second one that 1 billion people are going to go see it. And if they make a third one, 1 billion people will go see it, and so on and so on. And that's what will happen.
All I know is it's 3 movies of walking. They go like this, then they go like this. Oh,
wow.
They go like this. And then
Doc, I could give you a list of movies Pluggo hasn't seen, and you would lose your mind. You would lose your mind. All right.
Me and Pluggo on the same wavelength.
Yeah,
probably. All right. Anything, of those 3 matches on 0 hour, expecting anything big, anything stick out to you? It's obviously the Toni Storm match, right? That is the highlight of that.
It's very, very highly touted as blue chipper, as
that's what they're saying.
Jim Ross would say.
That's what they're saying. All right, so that will be on 0 hour, and now we get to the main card, and this is when we'll start. I low key, Fernando, I like those Sonic movies. So isn't Keanu Reeves is in this one, right? He does the voice of somebody. Anyway. Main card. Let's talk about this match first, because I feel like this match is the match that nobody really cares about, unfortunately. It is
not my two people.
For the AEW Dynamite Diamond Ring, it will be MJF going 1-on-1 with Adam Cole, baby. Okay. So obviously, Adam Cole came back not too long ago. He's babyface. MJF's a heel. They're continuing this storyline, bringing it to World's End, which is exactly 1 year ago at last year's World's End was when Adam Cole did the turn on MJF and everybody joined him, and then it never really happened after that because of injuries and just bad timing. So they've run it back, and now the roles are reversed. Adam Cole, they're going one-on-one. They're fighting.
He goes, I beat the devil. No, I'm not the devil. No, I beat the devil. And then all of a sudden they're back doing it all again.
There it is.
That was exactly what happened last year at the pay-per-view.
I was there live at the pay-per-view.
Yeah, we saw it. And I just knocked Adam Cole on the floor.
How dare you?
Well,
that's my dude.
That might be foreshadowing because I believe that tonight
Adam
Cole's boys. I originally I thought it would be Roddy, Bennett, and Taven, but now I'm thinking it might just be Bennett and Taven, and they'll do MJF and them versus Undisputed Era. You know what I mean? If they do Kyle, Roddy, and Adam Cole versus MJF, Taven, and Bennett, that makes sense to me. But I originally thought that Roddy and the Kingdom tonight are going to turn on Adam Cole and join MJF in a role reversal of what happened a year ago. That's what I think will happen tonight. But I could see Roddy not, so they do the 3-on-3. I could see that. But somehow,
I picked MJF to win.
I think he will. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think he will, but I think he will because people are there. Adam Cole's buddies are going to turn on Adam Cole and help MJF.
I don't know, because my thing is, there's obviously isn't going to end in one match. I think we can all agree to that. This was probably supposed to be a trilogy before Adam unfortunately got injured and had a dead person's bone in his ankle, which he loves talking about, by the way. He thinks it's the coolest thing. And I'm just like, bro, I didn't say his name. I said him. Didn't say his name. But yeah, just because I don't think this is going to end in one match, I think Max is going to win. I could see your point with like everybody getting involved, but I definitely think that Kyle is going to turn on Adam, and Kyle is it's going to be one last straw. And Kyle's going to be like, this is your fault. Like, you couldn't even get the job done, Lawrence. Kyle's gonna be like, you couldn't get the job done. Look, like, you wanted this match. You said you could take it on yourself, and you couldn't even do it. So Kyle's gonna turn on Adam and maybe join MJF, maybe do his own thing. I don't know, but Max is going to retain because this man has never lost that Dynamite Diamond Ring.
What do you think of Pluggo?
We got a guy in the background that looks. What's going on here?
I don't know what's going on. I almost don't want to bring him on.
I'm going to bring him on.
Hey, sorry, guys. I don't mean to catch you at a bad time here. I'm just getting all showered up here. I just wanted to plug Saturday Night Live tonight, 10 o'clock Mountain Time, midnight Eastern. I'll be joined by Andy Anderson. We're going to watch our match from the PWA 18th Anniversary Show. I just want to make sure that I'm nice and cleaned up for that one. I didn't get the invite for this one, so I'm not quite ready. But thanks a lot, guys, and have a great show.
Thanks, Boris.
Pulse in my eyes.
That's okay.
I thought he had a spray tan for a hot second.
You thought he was doing a spray tan?
I don't know what he was doing. He's getting all ready, but that was Big Bad Boris, like he said. Anyway, I've got Adam Cole winning the Dynamite Diamond Ring and dethroning the 5-time champion that is MJF.
Just straight up?
Yeah.
Really?
Diabolical, right?
That it almost
There'll be some
like
shenanigans, but
I feel like
I think it's gonna be Adam Cole, baby. It's been too long. We need to get that ring on somebody else.
He's had it the whole time. He's had it for 5 years.
Well, technically, there was that short period of time where Daniel Garcia pawned it so he could get to London to beat up MJF.
Yeah.
So there was technically like a month's worth of time where he didn't have the ring.
Well, he's technically been the winner of this Dynamite Diamond Ring every year. So now it's Adam Cole's time to shine. Drew saying, what? We can do shows in the shower now. Yes, we can.
No, we can't. I do the show with Drew. I'm letting him know.
Why can't he be in the shower? Why do you always try to let people like take away? Let him be. Let Drew be in the shower. Like people want to see that.
Do they?
I mean, I'd tune in.
I mean, yeah, I'm not saying I wouldn't either, but no.
Drew's a handsome man.
He is. Has nothing to do with it.
Why can't we do things in the shower?
The fact that you have to ask yourself, that you have to ask that question out loud is enough for me to know, ask what the hell is going on right now. What is going on?
I'm going to do beards in the shower on Thursday. Maybe a nice hot bubble bath. I'll set the
toys.
I'll set up
that'll actually generate views. I feel like that.
I will put. I have a beautiful bath tray. I'll sit my laptop right on top, and I'll just get all sudsed up, and I'll just sit there.
Now, what do you put on the bath tray?
You put the iPad so you can watch a show, and then you put your beverages.
You want to, got it.
Then you can lounge in a nice Epsom salt bath to soak your old tired bones, and I can just do the show from there.
Yeah.
Drew will be in the shower.
AEW International Championship match. Boom.
He thinks I'm kidding.
If you show up like that on Thursday.
Yeah, it'll be a one-man show. It'll be a one-man show. Konosuke Takeshita defending against Powerhouse Hobbs. This one's going to be a banger. This one's going to be a banger.
Yeah, it is. I want Powerhouse Hobbs to win, but I don't think he's gonna.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna either. But that would be a lot of fun. That would be a lot of fun if he won. But Takeshita's so damn good. I don't think Takeshita's losing. But this one's just kind of like an under the radar. You know what I mean? Like it's just gone so far under the radar.
Yeah, that's what I said. This one is definitely blown off steam due to AEW shoving the Continental Classic down our throats. Thank you, Tony Khan. Takeshi's gonna have a really big 2025 with the rest of the Don Callis family, so I apologize, my bestie Paolo Hobbs. You're not going to win this one.
Yeah.
Drink.
Yeah.
Leave him alone.
I don't drink though. That's the best part. So
yeah, I know. So I believe we're all in agreement that Takeshita will retain
the soberest drunk person ever.
Yeah. Do we see the family getting involved here?
Yeah.
I don't see why not. That seems like their MO, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
brothers got to fight.
Yeah. So
like Callis will be on commentary, obviously.
I assume Callis would be on commentary for this. So I see Takeshita
match.
I know. I see Takeshita retaining there. All right. Oh, I don't even know, dude. I don't even know where to go because we do have obviously.
He's thinking about us in the shower. Drew and me.
Yeah, you know, threw me for a loop. No, I'm deciding where I want to go here. All right, let's go with. We're getting a rematch. We're getting a couple of rematches tonight from the last pay-per-view, but this one is for the TBS Championship. They are running it back.
Oh my God, you're going in order of my article. Thank you so much.
Oh, I didn't even see it. I'm just going on a whim. Great minds think alike. It is the champion Mercedes Moné going up against, once again, Chris Statlander. These two had, I would make an argument the match of the night at the last pay-per-view. There's another rematch that I thought those two were the two best matches of the last pay-per-view that we'll talk about in a little bit. Easily Mercedes' best match in AEW against Stat last time. They're running it back. I think I'm missing the comments because I'm looking at the graphics. So
yeah, what is he laughing about? I can't see the comments, by the way.
Oh, Ophelia. Yeah.
Trust me, my B2B fan
and fiction is
steamy. Hold on, bathtub watch alongs are a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. We got a couple people in the chat saying Mercedes is going to win and the match will be better than their first one. One Sunday Sinner saying he wants Stat to win, but obviously Moné is retained.
I'm worried about.
I don't know if it's obviously. I agree.
Well,
I don't think it's obviously. Part of me thinks that Stat could pull off an upset here.
She can't because Mercedes is realizing her dream next week, JPJ. And she's finally going to wrestle in the Tokyo Dome.
I didn't know this.
So how the hell are you going to have her walk into the Tokyo Dome without that TBS championship which is why Mercedes is going to win. I also am predicting that this will be the women's match that will go over 25 minutes. There has never been a women's match in AEW that went over 25 minutes. This was just under that. I think it was like 22:30. So I think this time around they're going to hit the 25, and it'll be the longest AEW women's match in history.
What were you saying, Pluggo?
I'm disappointed in I like what somebody said it's going to be better than the first one. They're running this back because whatever happened with Camille.
Yeah, what happened there?
Whatever happened there, I think this was Camille's spot. I'm a little bit because you're right, Kimmy. Mercedes is not walking into the Tokyo Dome without the TBS Championship, but that match that her and Statlander had last month was absolutely awesome. It ruled. It was fantastic. I'm worried. I hope that they can replicate it again. I'm pulling for them. This is a match I am looking forward to. Will it be as good as the first one? I don't know. I'm disappointed that Chris Statlander is probably going to lose back to back here.
Yeah,
because we need to start building up some really strong competitors for Mercedes, and running this back so quick was kind of, I think, because whatever happened to Camille, but there's rumors and floating around about what happened, and she might never be back in AEW. Who knows?
You know, they can always run back Mercedes and Britt. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, run back Mercedes and Britt. But yeah, I mean, either way, this match is going to rule. I'm excited for it. I'm just a little disappointed that Stats got to lose this thing, given the Tokyo Dome is right around the corner.
Yeah. And then I think, not too far after that, because of other things that'll happen over in Japan next week, I think we'll be on the precipice of maybe Athena making her way towards Mercedes and things of that nature. I know Fernando said that in the chat, and Kimmy, you and I have talked about it, but I'm pretty sure that's where.
I hope so.
I'm pretty sure that's where we're going to be heading. I could see Athena winning that 4-way and going Mercedes, you and me.
I've been trying to get her agent to tell me, and he's refusing.
Drink.
I'm like, why?
That's why he's good at his job.
No.
And I agree with the comment in the chat. I do think they are gonna. I think Mercedes is gonna become a belt collector here for a little bit. I think she's gonna win all the belts.
She's gonna win Mina's title.
I think so.
Belt collector Monet.
I think so. If she's able to travel and defend them all and do all those things, I think she is the person that I would do that with.
I think she should collect all the belts and never fight them, never wrestle.
That type of stuff, if that's what she's going to do.
Just collect all the belts and then never defend them.
Yeah. But we are all in agreement that Mercedes is winning. I just, I think there's a slight chance that Statlander could pull the upset, but I don't think she will. All right. Now we're going to dive in, because obviously we have 2 semifinal matches in the Continental Classic, and the winners of these matches will then fight later on in the evening in the final.
So I have a question. So how are we like picking 1 and 1, and then like who we think the finals is going to be, and then who we think is going to win? Is that we'll do that. All right. So the first.
What else would we have done, Kimmy?
Yeah, what are we're just picking who's going to win and tell you how we're going to get.
I was with you, and then I was like, "What other option do we have?"
How else do you attack that?
I don't know, because some people would be like, "Okay, let's pick the first Continental Classic match, then we'll go into 3 other matches, then we'll pick the second Continental Classic match, then we'll go into other matches, then we'll go into the finals." And I'm like, "No, just do 1, 1, and 1." People are stupid. I don't know if you realize it.
We have another run-in, but this person is not in the shower.
Not in the shower, this person. Not in the shower.
That's not true.
Okay.
I thought you were going to be in the shower. I saw you pop up, and I was like, he's in the shower.
I said, here we fucking go with this.
I would never do something like that. So,
listen,
Boris is crazy.
I'm going to tell you this. That is confidence. Because I wouldn't do anything like that. Because I'd be like, no, I'm not going to. That is not only slightly, that's confidence right there in Boris, that he's confident to do that. Anyway, Drew, what brings you aboard?
Well, I'm watching Smosh Reddit stories, and then all of a sudden I see this notification pop up that everybody's live, and I'm like, well, hey, it's like Kimmy's last podcast ever.
Yeah, right.
And I want to be on here too.
That's what she's saying. She has 14 more appearances in the next day and a half.
No, I have a post show, and then I have a year-end awards, and I'm done. I have 2 left.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to book me tomorrow, I'm free.
See? 75 more to go.
If I'm allowed to be here, that is.
Oh, you are allowed to. I don't even work for this channel, but I am saying that, Drew, you are allowed to be here.
There you go. There you go.
No
I have to
problem.
bring Kimmy along for everything in my life, and she can just tell everybody, Andrew's allowed to do this.
There you go.
Listen, Drew was there when I crashed the Fightful holiday stream, and I was like one of the only people that was not employed that was on that stream. I'm
very well aware. Very well aware. I actually messaged you and go, hey, where's the link for the people that don't work there? Let me get on there. That's what I said. I said, hey, where's my link? I don't work there. How come I can't get on there?
Technically, the person in charge of that whole stream didn't know I was coming.
Well, yeah, that was part of it.
He was like, hello? And I was like,
all right. The first of 2 semifinal matchups. I've swayed on this. I'm going to be honest with you because Drew and I obviously talked about World's End on Thursday on Firmly AEW. I think I'm starting. I don't know if it's just doubt creeping in. We'll talk it through, but I'm starting to sway a little bit because the first semifinal that we will discuss is Kazuchika Okada going up against Ricochet. So Ricochet was the winner of the Gold League, and Kazuchika Okada finished second in the Blue League, right? That's the way it happened. Yeah. So they are the first semifinal, and obviously the winner will go to the final. I am still picking Okada. I think. I definitely picked Okada on Thursday, but I'm starting to think that I could see Ricochet shittily win this whole thing. And that's the thing that's messing with me. Because I came into this going, oh, it's 100% Okada and Ospreay. That's the match they want. That's the match we kind of all want. That's the final. But I could see because Ricochet won that group. Like, I'm going to say under the radar. It's not stuck in my head. I'm going to say under the radar for the second time in the show for some reason. But like, underratedly, Ricochet won that group. You know what I mean? Like, he was kind of just floating around, and then at the end, it was like, oh, yeah, Ricochet actually won that whole... I don't know. I just feel like he could do some dastardly things and win the whole thing. With that being said, I'm still kind of leaning towards it being Ospreay and Okada because I feel like I'm just working myself into something it's not. But this match... yes.
Okada, because I believe that him being the face of the C2, you can't have the finals without him. I don't think he's going to win this year, but I feel like he does need to make the finals. So I picked Okada as well.
Okay. Pluggo, where's your head at with this first one with Ricochet and Okada?
My first thought was Fletcher and Okada, but...
in the final?
Yeah, but I don't think that's... I think it's Ricochet. Oh, no, I think it's... You could do Ricochet and Ospreay again if you really wanted to, but you just did that. So you got to go... You got to go Okada. But again, we talked about it, I think, last week. I don't love the idea of heating Fletcher up to this point and then having him lose this thing because you've positioned him to be so damn good that if he could beat Ospreay twice, that would be pretty telling on how you see Kyle Fletcher. But however it shakes out, I want a third place match out of this thing. I want the 2 losers to have to fight on Dynamite or something because...
What do they get?
It doesn't matter. It would still be a good match, Kimmy. You're telling me if we got Ricochet Fletcher on Dynamite just because? That's all I'm saying.
I mean, it would be fine, but don't phrase it as a third place when only the winner gets something. The second place person doesn't get anything. The only time a second place person gets something is me coming in second place for Top Golf because I got praise. That is the only time someone that gets second place should get anything is Top Golf.
I just want the losers to have to wrestle each other because I think it would be fun.
Well,
and yes, they get Pluggo's respect.
What I said on Lawrence, Fernando, this is what I thought.
Jesus, Kimmy, way to shit all over the things I want in life. Thank you.
Unbelievable. Really.
Not all of us are retiring to do our dream job. You know, some of us still have to grind this thing out and come up with takes on a weekly basis.
True.
We all can't say the same thing, Kimmy. That's not how podcasting works. I can't just sit up here and mimic what JPJ and you said. I got to come up with something.
I just wanted your train of thought. I wanted to know, does third place get a medal?
No, I just want to be like, oh, those dudes will have a because either way you chop this up, the losers. It would be a fun match to have those 2 fight. That's all I'm saying.
Fair enough.
And we all know AEW isn't deep story driven. They like to just have fun matches from time to time, Kimmy.
Okay. Jesus. Drew, who do you think?
Don't piss Pluggo off, Kimmy. Don't piss him off.
There's something about a Kimmy presence on a podcast just devolving into absolute chaos.
Jesus Christ.
It just brings joy to me. It
like
brings
mom and dad
me.
Mom and dad just argued at the. We're all trying to eat dinner still. We're all trying to eat dinner. Mom.
I got dinner coming in about 45 minutes.
I had frozen yogurt.
Well, yeah, I want to hear what Drew has to think, and then Fernando's has a comment that that's what I think is going to happen. I said it on Firmly on Thursday, but I'll let Drew
drink every time JPJ and Drew say Firmly, and then every time Kimmy names drop, we will be wasted in like 45 minutes. I love it.
Well, on Firmly, I did predict Okada and Ospreay, and I'm sure it's going to be Okada and Ospreay. Yeah. And I do agree that to have built up both Ricochet and Kyle Fletcher in this, like, pretty much like main event status now for the company, the way that they've been booking them the past month. And I mean, Kyle even longer than a month. But there's been this like renewal in interest in Ricochet with this dorky heel character of his that will play very well as long as, certain things aren't happening on Twitter anymore. And it should lead to something with both of them. And I mean, we could all be wrong, and it ends up being that Ricochet beats Okada, which I will personally find shocking. I will find that shocking if that actually happens.
Yeah.
But if they want to position Ricochet in a certain way where he's gotten wins over major players in the company in this tournament, by heelish ways, ripping off the turnbuckle in the Brody King match, pushing the ref in the Will Ospreay match. It's been a lot of like heel underhanded tactics to get a victory. And technically, both Okada and Ricochet are heels in the company right now. So it'd be interesting if they try to one up each other on cheating. Whose cheating is going to lead to the victory?
Yeah.
But I will say I'm going to go with my original thing of Okada and Ospreay.
Yeah. So I'm going Okada in this one too. So we all picked Okada. Yeah?
Yes.
We all picked Okada, and that leads us to the second semifinal, which is another rematch from last month's pay-per-view, and we'll get it again here. It is Kyle Fletcher, who got more points than anyone else in the tournament.
Yep.
He got 12 points, more than anyone else. Ricochet had 10 to win the Gold League. He will be going up against his rival, his former best friend, Will Ospreay. So obviously,
curly hair Ospreay's back.
Yeah, I know we touched on it a little bit talking about the last one. I think Ospreay's getting his win back against Fletcher. I think they're going to have another. This would be the first match of the night for me. This would be the opener of the show for me. I feel like that's how I would do it. I think Ospreay will win in another really, really, really good match. I think Ospreay gets the victory. I don't know if you just want it. So for me, and maybe we could do it this way. So I have Ospreay winning. That would mean that my final will be Ospreay versus Okada. And I do have Okada winning the Continental Classic because he didn't win the Continental Classic last year. He just beat Eddie Kingston for that belt. He is the greatest tournament wrestler in the history of wrestling. That's what they tout him in. I think he's going to win his first tournament in AEW. And then I think afterwards, Kenny Omega is going to make his presence felt. Why is everybody like, it's like, what the fuck? It's not, but
what I do?
Not you. It's not you. It's just,
People just keep popping in, and JPJ gets better.
It's like, dude, like I have a time frame. Like what are we doing?
Oh, we have a time frame. Who popped in?
We'll find out in a second. Obviously, because this is fucking free reign, I guess, to show up wherever you want. Ridiculous. You got 2 minutes and you're off the screen, so make it worth it.
32 minutes I have.
Yeah. But yes, I have Kenny Omega returning and having a face-off with Okada after Okada wins the Continental Classic. That's what I think will happen tonight. That's my big surprise of the evening.
I'll let Lawrence go because Lawrence apparently only has 2 minutes here. And
you have 3 minutes.
Oh,
JPJ tells him he has 2 minutes every week and he stays here forever.
That's true. Because people think that because they have access that they're just welcome on any show. Like, no, it's not.
That's what I do. That's what I do.
But it's just not. It's not professional.
You know that. You notice the only person he didn't yell at was Drew.
The hell?
Yeah. What the hell, man?
I don't say I have preferential treatment, but
well, obviously, if you're a co-host of mine, I'm going to treat you better than the regulars.
Oh, noted.
Wow.
Anyway, Lawrence,
I love you. I love everybody on the show,
I do too,
including JPJ. So
I love it. I love it. Look, it's the shtick. I don't like Lawrence. All right, that's the shtick. Do I have to break the fourth wall?
Yes.
The character doesn't like Lawrence. Anyway,
I've JPJ. Let's not lie to people. I've seen you shirtless, played out like a French girl on your bed in Toronto.
It's true.
Let's tell them about a real relationship.
It's true.
Talking about showers, I saw all of it.
In the death house. In the death house.
Close like this.
Yeah, in the death house.
Speaking of handsome, Princess Okada, I think is going to win the thing.
Yeah, I did too. See?
Yeah, he's a perfect angel. I love Okada so much.
Yep. And I think the big surprise of the night is Kenny Omega is going to show up. I really do.
I agree.
I think that's the big surprise of the night.
Like Okada wins and then
Omega shows up because they've teased the Okada Omega thing when they took Omega out, things like that. Or I could even see like maybe Okada beats Ospreay because Jack Perry gets involved. And there's something I could just see. I think the big thing is Omega is going to show up.
Would the Omega match happen at Wrestle Dream or they just push it to something else? Because he's already fighting Thing at Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah,
right?
he's fighting Gabe Kidd at Wrestle. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know where it happens. Yeah, maybe Wrestle Dynasty. I don't know. I don't know where it happens, but I think that's the big surprise tonight. Yeah, is Omega shows up and confronts. Kenny, who do you think? What do you got?
I'm picking Kyle Fletcher.
Boom!
Hell yeah!
Oh,
hell yeah! All right, so then who do you have? So you have Kyle Fletcher winning the whole thing then?
Yes, because I believe that Kyle's had so much momentum that you need to capitalize on it. And what better way for him to walk into that Australia show with the Continental Classic Championship? And this could set up Will versus Kyle again on that show, and then Will could win. Poor Kyle getting the loss in his home country. But I'm picking Kyle to go all the way. Maybe I'm a little biased, but love that guy. I think he deserves it. I think he's had such a great year. I think 2025 is going to be a huge year for him. Like, what better way to end the year, go into 2025 with some gold? So I think my buddy Kyle Fletcher.
I mean, Pluggo, that's what you said you want to happen, right? Is Kyle Fletcher winning the whole thing? Is that what you're picking too?
That's not where I was picking.
Pluggo.
Okay.
Oh man, Pluggo. Okay.
So you're leaning.
Not because because I want it, but I just don't believe they'll do it.
So you think Ospreay wins this one?
I think Ospreay wins. I think Tony has that vision of like Ospreay, Okada, and then Okada and Omega, or Ospreay and Omega, whatever. I think he can't get that out of his head, so he's gonna sacrifice all the goodwill that he's built with Kyle Fletcher, which I'm not a fan of. Because again, Kyle Fletcher rules. He should win. He absolutely should win. I just don't think Tony's gonna do it.
So who do you have winning the whole thing then?
Okada.
Okay.
I don't love it.
Yeah.
I'd rather see Drew in the shower.
I mean, but you already said, I mean, that would be a joyous thing. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So Drew, you said you. Oh, sorry.
No, but I just think, like I said, if all the things that we've talked about already go to fruition, I don't think Tony's going to go. Yep, give me Kyle Fletcher, and then Because
I think Kyle getting the most points in the first round, I think they're going to lean in on that. So if he doesn't win the whole thing, they'll say, well, you know, he had a breakout. He got the most points you know, I think that's what they can kind of lean on. I would love to see them just say, nope, this kid, we're riding him. But I
think
agree.
you have to. He's going to be one of the biggest heels in the company.
I will say this, though. Okada and Omega don't need a belt.
I agree.
Anything with Ospreay, Okada, Omega, any of that doesn't need a belt. So you could, in theory, go with Kimmy's thought and put it on Kyle and still get that moment if you wanted it.
Yeah, I agree.
Like Omega, Okada could beat up Fletcher after the win and be like pissed off.
Kyle could beat up Fletcher? That sounds
Omega.
I don't know how
Okada.
Kyle...
I said Okada, Kimmy.
You definitely said Kyle beating up Fletcher.
People make mistakes.
Yeah, I'm sorry, we're not perfect like Kimmy.
Jeez.
But Okada could beat up Kyle after a loss, and Omega comes out for the save, and they get the face off. Then they do that match. You could do that too.
Drew,
Jesus, Kimmy.
So you said you have Ospreay and Okada in the finals. Who do you have taking home the Continental Classic?
I do think it's going to be Okada, but there's an interesting way you can go about this if you bring Kenny Omega back here, because it's not just Okada that has history with Omega, but Ospreay also has history with Kenny Omega. So, but I don't, with the way that Kenny left off being attacked by the Elite, it doesn't seem like he would come back to challenge Ospreay. He'd be challenging one of the people that attacked him and put him out for a long time.
Yeah.
So, but then again, I do also agree. Does Omega and Kenny need a belt? No, it doesn't. You know?
Yeah.
So, you know, the story that they've been telling is like people rise up within the company, and then all of a sudden the Elite get their belts taken away from them. So, it happened with the Young Bucks. It happened with Jack Perry. So, you know, the definitive world ending, you know, if we go by what the name of the pay-per-view is, would be, you know, January 1st, none of the Elite have the titles anymore. So they don't do like run-in interference spots very often, but could Kenny Omega come and cause Okada to lose? Do an interference type of a thing?
Maybe in the
possible.
CC, that's not allowed.
Yeah, you can't do that.
You can't. In
Yeah,
the CC,
well, you know.
it's always
Which
been nobody allowed.
I will say though, to Drew's point, that's never happened. What would happen if that did happen?
Yeah, I know. There has
never
been a precedent of how that would be handled, I guess.
So, I don't know. Maybe it's the first run-in interference that leads to a, you know, ref stoppage of the tournament. And now what do we do with the tournament?
That'd be
We have
crazy.
to figure something out.
Yeah. There's a comment in the chat. I don't think they need to rebrand the Continental Classic. I do feel like it being worth like a heavyweight title shot would make it better. I feel like, as opposed, like, I know they created a belt for it, but that belt is what, the third or fourth most important belt? Like, the tournament they make feel like a big deal, and it is a big deal, but I feel like if you earned a title shot for like the heavyweight championship out of it, it would be a bigger deal than fighting for the third most prestigious singles title in the, you know what I mean? I don't know. That's just my personal opinion on the actual thing. But all right, so Kimmy's picking Kyle Fletcher. The rest of us are going with Okada for winning it. So, all right. All right, we got a couple more matches to discuss. We have a Tijuana street fight. Tijuana street fight for the AEW Women's World Championship. It is the champion Mariah May defending against Thunder Rosa. I expect that this match will be...
Why are you thumbs down in that, Kimmy?
Because I don't think Thunder Rosa should be in this position.
Go on.
Fair.
I think there are quite a few other people on the roster that could benefit from having a match with Mariah May. That's not somebody who is so upset in every opportunity she gets on interviews, is going to cry about things that happened 2 years ago. Girl, we don't care. Get over it. You're not that same person. We need to move on. The rest of the world moved on. You also need to move on. So I actually hope this match is 5 minutes. Mariah May wins, and I hope the newbie rookie Toni Storm gets involved.
Okay.
There's some juice behind that. That was not unbiased at all. That was not biased by any situation whatsoever there. So maybe we put an asterisk on that.
Where's the thing on the show that's like the views?
Oh yeah, hold on.
Wait.
Do we have one for you?
No, we don't. I think it's only you.
Yeah, it's just JPJ.
Damn.
And that might be in a different room.
Damn.
I think. Well, there's one. I remember I saw one that says JPJ Unleashed, and
there's this one, but that's just when I get angry and yell. Yeah, no, we don't have one for Kimmy, unfortunately. Dang, it's okay.
we for some reason have this.
Yeah. She was falling asleep at the end of one of our.
We were predicting.
Yeah,
that needs to be on firmly.
It's in the banners. It's in the banners.
The banner section. I think this match is going to be. I get it. I think this match is going to be good. It's going to be violent, weapons. I expect blood. I expect this to be kind of just pure chaos. We've seen Thunder Rosa in these type of matches before. We've seen her do very, very well in these type of matches before. But she is not coming close to taking that title away from Mariah May. This is a no doubt retain for Mariah May. But I do think this match will be entertaining and it will be fun and crazy and some gruesomeness with the weapons and the street fight aspect of it. But yeah, Mariah May is easily retaining. And then I do you think they hold it off longer, or do we think we eventually just get right to Toni?
I think the street fight, they're going to go in the back somehow, and Toni's accidentally going to like bump into Mariah and be like, oh my God, Mariah May. Oh my God, such a huge
fan. Yeah,
yeah. So like the little Easter eggs of that.
Yeah. Pluggo, why don't you go next? What do you think?
First of all, I don't appreciate Kimmy trashing my girl Thunder Rosa like that.
I know she's on the Beards theme song for crying.
She's one of my friend of the show.
Friend of the show.
I appreciate that. I'm excited to see Thunder Rosa in a title opportunity because I like Thunder Rosa, but do I think she's beating Mariah May in this particular spot? No, I do not. Because I just don't think that that's where we go with this. I think that there's more to tell, and I think eventually we're going to see Toni Storm's rise through the ranks as a rookie, meet the veteran that is Mariah May in the future. So that's where I'm going. I think Mariah May keeps it. Leave Thunder Rosa alone, Kimmy. Jeez.
She can leave me alone first, and then I'll leave her alone.
Wow.
Wow, there's some real bad blood here.
Bad blood, man.
There is.
Bad blood here, man. I'm telling you.
Bad blood out.
Drew.
Yeah, Mariah is definitely winning. But I don't know if Toni Storm gets it. I definitely think that it's going to be Toni and Mariah at Grand Slam for sure. Like, if you don't do that, there's something wrong with you. I don't know. I would wait for, I think, like the interaction on TV. I think the TV, maybe the first Dynamite on Max.
Oh, that'd be good.
Would wait for
I feel like they're going to make that a big one. Pluggo.
When is that? The first?
This is Pluggo. Hi, honey. Hi. Hi, love of my life. Everybody bow down and acknowledge my tribal cheeks. This is
what? Excuse me? What was that?
You heard it.
You did not say chief.
I did not say chief.
Unbelievable. It's a PG show. There's children watching.
She ordered us Wingstop too, so she earns all of that.
Yeah.
I know.
Wings.
I could use some wings tonight. I think that'd be beautiful.
They're opening a Wingstop 5 minutes from my house.
Nice.
That's very dangerous.
Nice. All right.
Shaw saying he doesn't think Tony Khan should ever.
I agree. I don't. Who's asking for that?
I'm all for it. I'd be down.
I would never.
And then this Pluggo saying Thunder Rose. Oh, that's me. Thunder Rose is the saint.
You haven't met the real her.
I have met the real her. I
don't think you have. First of all, you went on your own YouTube to comment that to go back at me. You couldn't verbally say it. Yikes.
Lawrence, where you at here? You agreeing?
Oh, Mariah May is definitely winning this. It's gonna be like a very fun, like 12 to 15 minute match, like probably around like 12. Like they're gonna beat the hell out of each other for a little while, and like I have no opinions either way. I'm gonna fence it like everyone else.
Right? Oh yeah, I got.
I guess I'll tell the story off air.
Yes, you will. Love Wrestling's in the chat, which is Spencer's in the house saying we're at 13 likes currently, friends. Let's get that thing to 20.
Let's get to 20. Let's go above 20. Smash.
Listen,
Saturday night, baby. We gotta all be smashing, bro.
Smashing.
On Saturdays, you smash that like button.
Saturday night's all right for smashing. Saturday
it should be.
Right.
Who doesn't want to smash on a Saturday night? Who doesn't want to smash on a Saturday? Let's be real. Come on, guys.
Smash the Wingstop. Non-sponsored.
Come on. All right, it's main event time.
Wow.
It is a 4-way for the AEW World Championship. It is the champion Jon Moxley defending against Hangman Adam Page, also against Orange Cassidy, also against Jay White. Stop showing snap whatever they are.
That was
comments
important.
On the screen.
That's worth it.
Trust my opinion. Okay, again, Wicked's 2 hours 40 minutes. You know why I could have done those 2 hours and 40 minutes? We could have done this podcast. We were supposed to at 11 a.m. I could have taken a nap.
I did take a nap. It was awesome.
Look at nobody's critiquing your opinion of Wicked at all. I've heard plenty of people tell me. I know.
Well, I think Ophelia just did.
Well, that's fine. Look, people are gonna love it, but I know plenty of people that said it was okay. Or it was good, but nothing crazy. I get it. My thing is when it's just because of the length. That is
because of the length.
That's just we need to be better.
Did you see it?
We need to be better as a society.
You did not see it, correct?
No, but I could sit through a movie that's 2 hours and 40 minutes and be perfectly fine.
So next week I think it comes to streaming. I need you to sit.
Is it really that quickly?
Yeah, that quickly. It's stupid.
What the hell? What's the point of paying to go to the movies?
Yeah,
exactly.
It comes out a month Sunday, but it's coming on the 31st. So like in 2 days.
What the hell? So, I mean, I'm probably gonna watch it. Obviously.
Yes, I need you to text me right after you sit through the 2 hour 40 minutes and tell me exactly what your opinion is, and then you will understand that some points it dragged, and there were some things that they could have shown that they didn't, and it's like, what the hell? I also didn't see the Broadway play or read any of the books. Did you know Wicked was a book?
Yeah. Wicked's like 150-year-old story. It's a ridiculously long. It's been told a long time ago.
Who has time to read?
This is Pluggo's read over 200 books in this year alone. She's got how many books you got to read? 4 more books to get to what, 300 or something?
Yeah,
250.
Yeah. I hate reading. I am so sorry.
It's okay. Listen, not all of us are dreamers. So 4-way AEW World Championship.
Be like Kimmy, people. Reading is dumb. So listen.
Yeah.
At the end of this, when Kimmy plugs her stuff, she's not allowed to plug a single written article that she's done because who reads? That's time to read.
Wait, but you guys have a thank you in one of them, so I think you want me to plug.
Are we
that.
In one?
Yeah. There's one that you're in.
Plug that one. You can plug that one. The rest of them, though, not allowed.
Anyway, World's at 4-way.
Is stupid. Yeah, Pluggo, you can lead this one. 4-way. Who do you got?
This is the 4-way they should have. This is the group of guys I wanted them to try to take down the Death Riders from the beginning. No disrespect to Private Party and Daniel Garcia and all those, but they weren't established enough to take down what was known as the Death Riders. Do I absolutely think that they are going to take? Do I think anybody is going to come away with this title other than Jon Moxley tonight? Absolutely not. There's going to be all sorts of shenanigans, though. I think this is going to be just a huge mess. Death Riders are going to get involved. You got Hangman and Orange Cassidy and Jay White not on the same page. We're going to see some stuff.
Oh, we're going to see some stuff.
But Jon Moxley's going to retain and keep it going. Tell me when I'm telling lies.
All right. Lawrence, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree with Pluggo. But I think Moxley's going to win. I think it's going to be a bunch of chaos. I think Moxley's just going to end up sneaking it out somewhere. And then like he's going to sort of run out with everyone else while like a bunch of shenanigans happen in the ring with everyone else.
All right. Drew?
Moxley. Yeah. And I had a thought too, based off of what they did close Rampage. I thought a really cool
the
angle,
big brawl?
The big brawl, and then Moxley being
was,
like, like actually taking over a superstation for once. And
it feels like they should have done that when they advertised that he would have taken over the superstation, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. You advertise something.
They should have never advertised he was doing it.
No, exactly. Exactly.
But I have this suspicion that something big besides like a Kenny Omega return. So I feel like something pretty significant is happening tonight based off of there being, I'm going to say for as long as I can remember, the least amount of matches on a main show. Like there's got to be some reason for that.
You think like maybe like
ending is going to be like maybe some 10, 15 minute long.
Are you talking like even like after the match or something?
Do we see like so like the Death Riders, their whole thing is they're taking over AEW. Do we see like a Tony Khan get involved, or maybe like the Young Bucks EVPs come back and try to shut this thing down, or there's some big return tonight, or something?
Do we see a new member potentially of the Death Riders or something like that?
Well, my prediction was this is where you're going to get Kenny come out and like you're going to see the Death Riders just beating down everybody. And then Kenny, the unsung hero, just trying to get his company back in order, is going to have a stare down with Moxley. And that's how you end the show. It's that stare down. And that's it.
I would be okay with that because they have history too. Omega and Moxley.
Yes. So that's what I think, because then you could have Kenny kick off the show on Wednesday on Max and be like, I've been out for a year. I've been sitting in hospitals. I've been sitting at home, and I've seen all these people try to take control of my company, and I don't appreciate it, so I'm back to take what's mine. And then this leads to like the Bucks and Jack and Okada, like all kind of turning babyface, and you get the elite, the EVP/elite taking on the Death Riders. But I also, Jon Moxley, he has to win.
Jon Moxley.
There's also we haven't really mentioned this. We didn't even mention this on Firmly AEW. There is that Christian Cage cashing in.
I was just going to ask that because I think Moxley's retaining as well. But I was going to ask to the room, do we see Christian Cage getting involved?
Yes, but he doesn't cash in.
How long does he have to cash that in?
I don't think they've established.
I believe it's a year.
Is it a year? I was going to say I don't think they had established a time.
So,
Fernando, I love that comment. I'm not going to bring it up because JPJ.
He's not the first one. Bonkers, and Fernando throwing Shane out there.
Yeah.
What about Scott? Though we've talked about this on Firmly. What about Jack Perry?
No, that wouldn't be a big deal.
I don't disagree. But if you remember back in the early days of the Death Riders forming, they had that backstage segment with Moxley and Jack Perry, and Moxley kind of like put over Perry in that statement and said, "I knew I always liked you, kid," or something along those lines. "I knew there was always something about you," or something like that. And then then you could see Perry doing some things like he was walking by the Young Bucks looking frustrated on the entrances, and he was kind of being a little distant from the elite stuff. I always thought that could lead to something with Perry.
Not now.
I think that you're probably right. I feel like that wouldn't be a big enough thing at the end.
Maybe Samoa Joe, but just answer the comment there. But Eddie Kingston's still very much injured. Samoa Joe is wrapped on the second season of why am I blanking?
Sweet
Twisted
Metal. Yeah, which was filmed in Toronto, by the way.
Christian Cage, because what better of a return would it be in that moment to prevent him from cashing in than Adam Copeland?
No, you got to wait till Wednesday. In his
I was gonna say, it's his hometown on Wednesday. FTR needs a partner. FTR needs a partner.
I'm
it's the
sorry,
first
Drew.
simulcast Dynamite, and it's in Asheville.
I give you that one.
Copeland's debuting on Wednesday. Yeah. I would love that if he showed up tonight. I would love it because his run before he got hurt, that was some of my favorite shit he was doing in his whole career. I loved it. I loved it. And I hope he comes back and he just doesn't miss a beat. I really do. But yeah, you're debuting him in the hometown.
Yeah, and I think
Asheville, after everything they've been through, that city, that town, FTR, like that's the main of that's when he's coming. That's when he's coming.
Yeah. And I think like people have mentioned for this one, but it's not happening because of quite clear visa issues. He's I think Speedball's coming back not till he's not debuting until at least mid-January to February.
Yeah.
So are you saying that Adam Copeland is not coming on this day?
No, he will not.
It'll be Wednesday.
It'll be Wednesday.
God.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, because I do think I think I'm in agreement with everybody, as I think we all should be. It's pretty evident that Moxley is going to retain tonight. I think it would be a complete shock if he didn't. But I do think that something is gonna, technically, all four besides Hangman, which they did do that thing with Christopher Daniels, where he basically said, "Hey, if you need help, I got your back," or something like that with Hangman, because the rest of the guys have friends. Moxley has the Death Riders. Orange Cassidy has the Conglomeration. I know they haven't been around, and obviously Juice is injured, but the Bang Bang Gang does exist still with Jay White. So they all have friends if things start breaking down to a major part of it. But Hangman, he's a loner, man.
You don't want no friends.
He got kicked out of he left the Elite. They suspended him off the Elite.
Why would anybody be friends with a guy that burns down childhood homes?
That's why Kenny's going to go save him. Because they were the first AEW tag team champs. He's going to save his tag team partner. Remember, Kenny wasn't here when he burned down the house. He was sitting at home.
It's true.
Still, if my best friend burnt down somebody's house, committed arson, I don't have to be there to go, well, I wasn't there, so I'm going to just
that is true. That is very toxic behavior. You're like, oh, my friend's a bad criminal. Yeah, but he's still my friend.
I wasn't with him when it happened.
I look away from things like that. Anyway.
What if the big reveal is Austin Gunn?
Oh my God!
I don't think that would go well. I don't think
it could go well
either. With a live audience, might not jive.
I have actually forgotten about the guns. I don't know.
Well, I could see the main event devolving into the Death Riders get involved, the Conglomeration comes out, the Guns come back to help Jay White, and then Hangman's sitting there like shit. But they did do that thing with Christopher Daniels where he did say he'd have his back. So, like, does that lead to maybe an Omega, or maybe, do the Bucks out of nowhere come and help Hangman?
CD again, put through a table.
I don't know. I feel like there's going to be something giant that's happening in that main event. But
maybe
I do think obviously
the actual giant, maybe the Big Show, Paul White comes out.
That would also not go well. That would also not go well.
That man is the board of directors on Ring of Honor, and you're telling me he couldn't show up on the biggest pay-per-view of the year, but he's going to tune into this. He's going to show up at this one just because they're in Florida and that's where he lives. Are you freaking kidding me? Talk about lazy.
Breathe, Kimmy. I was just
kidding. What a hot take on the Big Show. What a hot take.
I was just kidding.
I have not seen anybody have that strong a take on the Big Show or Paul White in years.
Who's got us on the last 4 likes before we get to 20? Before we get out of here.
4 more likes, guys. Go smash that like button on YouTube. Let's get to 20 because we're wrapping it up here.
If we get to 20, Kimmy will rant about Ring of Honor for 45 minutes.
Fernando, I agree. I feel like Swerve should be on this show. But you could have ran back him and Lashley again, I guess. You could have done something along those lines. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I do feel like Swerve should be on the show. But, maybe he'll do a backstage thing or something like that. I don't know. Christopher, we talked about it a little earlier. I have Kenny Omega showing up and confronting Okada tonight. Although Kimmy saying he shows up at the main event to confront Mox, I just want Kenny Omega back. That's all.
I think everybody does.
Yeah, I just want Kenny Omega back. That's all. I'd like to see him on TV again regularly. He's been very missed and out for a long time, and I think he is an instant jolt to AEW, like instant. All right. Any other people predicting any surprises, returns, debuts, anything that could happen tonight? This is, like Drew said, the shortest match card we've had, maybe.
And is that
Tony Khan's Christmas present to us?
And you get the final though, so there's like the 2 matches announced, and there's still one more. But yeah. That's probably
right. As of right now, we only have, I think, 8 matches, 9 with the final. I think, but still, I think single-digit main card. I don't think that's happened in a long time with AEW. So, anybody else predicting any other like shock returns? Fernando's saying that he thinks Wardlow will come back tonight.
Oh, who cares? That dude's been gone way too long. Who cares?
Well, if he's there.
I wonder how this would have went at 11 and 10. I wonder how this would have went pre Kimmy watching Wicked. She's in a foul mood now.
Yeah, Kimmy's pissed. She's like, I had to spend 2 hours.
You're like, oh, you want
in a theater.
You want that person to come back? Fuck that person.
He stinks.
No, like, would you guys care if Wardlow came back?
I mean, I would not care. I would have to listen. I wouldn't be whipping my shirt off, doing it like that. But
I'm just saying, the man's been gone.
But I would be like, I would at least be like, all right, let's see where it goes.
Where's it gonna go? He's not gonna get used again.
Yeah.
So.
What if Ricky Starks joins the Death Rider?
Okay, that I would care about.
Yeah.
Wasn't that? Didn't somebody? Now again, I saw it passing by, but didn't somebody ask Tony Khan about Ricky Starks, and he said just tune into World's End?
John Alba had asked if Starks was going to appear, and he was like, "We have such a great card in World's End and the Max simulcast."
Yeah.
Okay,
it was a politician answer. Politician.
Got it.
There was part of me that thinks he's working this a little bit, because like when he flipped over the girl sign that had
was hilarious.
Ricky Starks on it. Like part of me thinks he's working a little bit, or like there's also a very good chance he just not happy with Ricky.
Yeah.
The whole situation.
You know what would be funny? Remember how like when the Death Riders first started, they said there was like a person in control of all of them. What if it's Ricky Starks?
Yeah.
And that's why Tony Khan is like trying to like not do anything with him, because he knows that would be the best way to work this into a story.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, this is why I'm not using him, because he's in charge of this, and these people are trying to corrupt my company. Tony, just give me a book. Yeah. I got you.
It's true. All right, gang. We are about a little over 20 minutes away from 0 hour, so that'll give everybody a little buffer to go get your snacks, go get your food, your drinks, and settle on in as we have a great night of wrestling ahead of us. I do expect World's End to be quite good this evening. So I want to thank our invited guest, Kimmy.
Oh, thank you so much. I think you mean me.
This is a cartoon joint.
I appreciate so much your generosity inviting me multiple times. I definitely heard.
Yeah.
Oh, is Kimmy also here? Hi,
Kimmy. I would like to thank our uninvited guests who turned into welcomed guests. Big Bad Boris from the shower earlier. I hope he's okay. He looked like he was going through it. So I hope he's all right. Everyone tune into his show tonight. It'll be most likely right after World's End ends on Twitch, on Love Wrestling Twitch. So tune into his show tonight at midnight Eastern, 10 p.m. Mountain Time. But yeah, Kimmy, we'll start with you. We'll kind of go around the circle here. Let the people know where they can find you and all that fun stuff. You said you're doing a post show tonight, so let the people know where they can find you and where your last 14 appearances in the next day and a half will be before you actually retire.
Again, unless someone wants to book me tomorrow, Monday, or Tuesday, I only got 2 shows left. So, okay, why is WOR capital and the K is lowercase? Wait,
that's
put it back.
Wrestling Observer Radio, K.
Yeah.
I'm dead. Okay, anyway, hi. You can follow me on Twitter at Kimmy_Sokol. You can follow me on Instagram at Kimmy.Sokol. My world and predictions are up on the Pop Break, as well as 2 special articles. There is my love letter to wrestling media and everybody that has helped me, and a top 5 of things I did this year. And guys, you know what's in my top 5? It's so sad. Top Golf has its own little section as a top 5 thing I did this year. JPJ and Pluggo were included in that section, so yay for Top Golf. You can head to OLE right after World's End to tune into the post show. I will also be there on Monday. I don't know what time. I think 9:30. We're doing a year-end awards. And if this is my last time on Love Wrestling CA, thank you guys so much for having me, JBJ and Pluggo. We only met in August, but it's been so much fun. You guys are 2 of my best friends, and thank you for always letting me crash between 2 beards and this channel.
Blushing now. Now I can't be mean.
Thanks, Kimmy. Yeah, stop being mean to Kimmy.
You're right. That's fair.
Lawrence.
Yep.
I assume we'll be seeing you on these airwaves tomorrow, friend.
Yep. And Kimmy, open invitation. If you want to come by 1 p.m., we're doing our top 5 match of the year on the brunch gimmick, our Sunday show.
Ooh.
And
I'll see what time I get home from brunch with my friends.
Oh, you got real life brunch tomorrow?
I know we're not supposed to do this, but so what, Kimmy?
It's fair. It's fair.
Wow.
It's fair. No, but Lawrence, plug tomorrow, plug where else everywhere.
We're doing our top 5 match of the year and talking World's End a little bit with me and I think Spencer and a very hungover Zach. Because it's his birthday today. Happy birthday, Zach.
Happy birthday, Zach.
Happy birthday, Zach.
That does all these fun graphics and things for us. So very happy birthday to Zach. All right, Drew, plug your stuff, my friend.
After Drew Nicholas on Twitter, Drew Nicholas on Blue Sky.
I thought he was going to do it.
He did do it.
Kimmy, if you're free on Tuesday and you want to talk WWE,
I am free on Tuesday.
You could be our first official
WWE
guest.
Tuesday.
You could be our first official guest. We've never had a guest on any of the Firmlies. 10 a.m. on Tuesday.
I think I might take you up on that offer.
Wow.
Our first official guest on the last day of her podcasting career.
That means my last podcast is with JPJ.
Hell yes. It's the only way it should be.
Hell yeah. You can find us with Kimmy on Firmly WWE Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. and Thursdays for Firmly AEW 10 a.m. as well.
Guys, we have 18 likes. We're looking for 20. There got to be 2 more people out there that can smash that like button for us.
Yeah, fam.
Let's get to 20 game. Let's
Come on.
Drew, I'm sorry. Finish.
That's okay. I think I was done.
Set up them burner accounts. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, Pluggo.
Go ahead, Pluggo.
Pluggo, do the damn thing, brother.
Well, you can find me, Pluggo, not on 900 podcasts like Kimmy's retirement tour, but you can find me at Pluggo on all social media platforms. Thursday nights, 8 p.m. with JPJ for Between Two Beards at B2Beards on all socials for that. We had our Beardy Awards this past Thursday, which was our year-end award show. We had a back-to-back winner for the first time ever. We had a tie for the first time ever. So when you leave this channel, go check that out. We'll be dropping some of those this week, letting everybody know who won. We'll be clipping. But yep, you can do that. And then next Saturday morning, Blair Pacheco and I are back for the Exposies. We're going to do the year-end awards for independent wrestling on 4 Exposure. Go to @4 Exposure Pod for more details on that.
Hell yes. You can find me at JPJ Loves Gaming on all social media platforms, including Twitch. And
we got to 21 likes. Sorry.
Yeah.
Woo, we did it.
Thank you, gang. We appreciate you. That's where you can find me. Like these 2 co-hosts to the left or the right, wherever way you're looking to be said. Thursday nights, 8 p.m. with Pluggo, Between Two Beards, the flagship here at Love Wrestling. And every Tuesday and Thursday, 10 a.m., I am with Drew. That's where you can find me. I also try to pop in other things when I can, but that's where you can find me. Follow Love Wrestling and everybody on this screen and just everything with Love Wrestling. We have great content throughout the week, every week. So follow us all. We hope you all enjoy World's End tonight. And for everybody on the screen, thank you to everybody in the chat and for all the follows and the likes. We appreciate you all greatly. And thank you for tuning in. Hope you have a good rest of the weekend. Till next time.
Kimmy's not retiring.
Wow. Peace out.